morning, creatives. So, what am I doing here, you ask? I am babysitting, for one thing. And I'm working on healthy stuff I've heard works. I've been thinking about growth, of course, because we're still early in the new year, and I've been thinking about ideas for videos to share with you guys, and something I thought about was, what if I did a video of at least one day? I wanted to do a month, but I don't know if my ADHD self could handle that. But one day where I did everything that I know, or I've heard, not that I know, but I've heard is supposed to be good for like balancing hormones, things that are good for PCOS, and just generally healthy. And then how would I work that like as a day, right? So here I'm working on like not just like putting every single thing down in a day from the list, but also like incorporating it into my normal schedule. So like here, I normally at 3:00 will do the dishes. That way I have stuff to cook with for supper. And it helps me to get the dishes done. It's a dopamine rush. I don't know. Somehow it really, really works for me. And then 4 to 5, I'm like, okay, this is my cook time. So that way when my husband gets home at like 5:30ish, then things are like done and ready. So yeah, I get like a little rest period at 5, and then he usually gets home around 5:30. So I can sit down after being on my feet for like an hour. And then this is where it gets scary, people. Normally, I just like veg out for the evening. Once he gets home and we eat, it's like TV on my iPad drawing, that kind of stuff. But if I'm gonna go with the system, if I'm gonna go with the healthy thing, then I have to be off of all of my devices at 8:00 because I need to be going to sleep at least by 10. I think it's better to be in bed by 9:30 because I take a little time to go to sleep usually, unless I've been like really pounding it all day long, like activity wise. Like I can be exhausted mentally, but still be like not dead. I can be dead mentally, but I can be still a little bit wired physically. So it takes me a longer time to go to bed if it's just mental strain versus physical. But this is also me getting up way earlier than normal, so maybe it'll work better. That's what I'm thinking. And then here, I just like to know, like, I don't know why. I just like to break these things down, like hour, minute, whatever. I like to do that. I know that's like an ADHD thing, is to be time blind. Maybe this is my new like obsession, like hyper focus or whatever, to like really like be aware of time. Because I've noticed for the past like maybe year, I've really been trying to like figure out how to get things done and how does my body work, like when do I get tired. So I've noticed 30-45 minutes, I'm tired. I need to sit down. My body aches most of the time. And so I guess that's where it comes from, is just like being self-aware of my body. And this is interesting. It's a 15-hour day, and I noticed back when I was working, I was like, okay, after 15 hours, I'm done. I'm done. Like, I have to be in bed, going to sleep. Like, I remember telling my husband that. So it's interesting that I'm trying to do a 15-hour day here. We'll see how that goes. I feel like even though I get up later. I also go to sleep later. So I think I still run on a 15-hour day, just not the same 15-hour day as before. Because before I was getting up at like 6:30 in the morning to go to work. So, and then like I had to be on like awake and active at 7:30 basically, because I was at work by 7:30. So yeah, that's what I'm working on here. And then I just had this picture in my head of like making a cute little drawing of all the things. I don't know if I'll print it. If I actually like accomplish the day, maybe that'll be like a little prize to myself. Because the other day I got some art printed of mine, guys, for a friend, and we got like we framed it, and like it just felt so good to see. Like, I mean, I paint and I draw like on physical paper, but there's just something about like a crisp print of like art. It's just so perfect. It's so amazing. Just love it. So yeah. So this eye, don't judge my eye, okay? They've got some like heavy permanent eyeliner on there. I like eyeliner, so I wanted a pretty eye. And that's kind of a pretty eye. I think it's a pretty eye. So whatever you think of it is your business, but it's my business. But yeah, I love these little boxes. I saw the prettiest quilt the other day, and it was, instead of sewing like a bunch of separate things together, like a separate pieces together, they had like this white piece, and then they put all these different little squares all over it of like greens and blues in different patterns, but it was so pretty. That's what this reminds me of. But yeah, so I drew my little things, my coffee and Jesus time. So some of these I kept separate activities, like, and then some of them I put together, like they were on my list. So on my list I had coffee and devotions. But like with vitamins here, I just did vitamins. I have vitamins and meditation, or medicate and meditation on my list, but I'm gonna just put medication here. And then the next block is meditation. And for me, I don't know if I'm gonna do so much like yoga as I'm gonna do like, maybe I'll combine, actually I'll do medication, and then I will like maybe go outside or sit by my window and just like sit in the sun and maybe have my notes from devotions and like really meditate on that, on the truth. And then, yeah. Oh my goodness. The sleep one is going to be so hard, and the wake up one is going to be so hard. I feel like I can do one day of healthy, because like healthy as in like what is good for me but doesn't feel good, healthy kind of thing. Waking up early, I have decided I like mornings, as far as like if I'm already in the morning. Like I like things that happen in the morning. I like sunrise. I like that kind of thing. I like coffee in the morning. I like the quiet in the morning, but I do not like being up in the morning. I do not like, that's not what I choose. I am not fully awake. I'm not fully functioning. I don't get a lot done. Like, I'm not that person. My sister is that person. She gets up, boom, boom, boom. She's ready to go. I'm not ready to go. I'm like, you gotta wait till like 10 o'clock in the morning for me to be anywhere near ready to like, boom, boom, boom. Let's go. Let's do this. And at that point, it's still only like 2 hours of like really boom, boom, boom. And the rest of it is like, but yeah, that's probably my productive space energy wise is 10 to 12. I think that's my time. So anyways, I've really been enjoying drawing on the iPad. I've been getting used to it. Normally I do like on paper art, but it's so nice because I can take this wherever I go, and it's just, oh, I love it. And there's plenty of space too. So anyhow, what do y'all think? Should I do a day of healthy? You think that'd be a good idea? You think that'd be interesting? Maybe I'll try it. All right. Well, y'all have a great day now. Stay healthy. Bye.